Well, partly, well, certainly from a futuristic point of view, we know that our currency has been hovering around 14 to 16 rand. I don't think it'll weaken any further. I really believe that our currency should be sitting at around about the one US dollar is to 12 rands. So it's not a true reflection of the strength of the rand. The rand will improve, I believe, as we move on. However, we have to watch all these negatives. The negatives being that we are in a recession.
Yeah.
And I think that recession is being camouflaged by the fact that we talk about Eskom and the fact that we have load shedding. That's not true altogether, because if you really look at our economy, that load shedding only took place towards the latter part of last year. Yet we've went into a recession from about July last year. So we have structural challenges in our economy, and those structural challenges have to be addressed. And sadly, they're not being addressed by government. If one looks at the last budget, the finance budget that was presented 2 weeks ago, I mean, really, a budget has two things. It has income or revenue, and spending on the other side. Certainly, we didn't do well on the revenue side, because how do you generate more revenue for a country? You grow the economy. You could broaden your tax base. You could tax more, or you could sell your state assets. Now, none of these four were really touched upon by the Minister of Finance. And really, how do you? And then from the spending side, perhaps that was looked at because we spoke about the public sector wage bill, which was slashed by 160 billion, but we're not even sure whether that's going to be accepted, because certainly the unions are very unhappy because they signed an agreement going back to 2018 where there was an agreement that the salary increases were already predetermined. So we're not going to get a very good hearing from the unions, and we could have issues with the unions. But really, the real issue here is that there are two major issues. One is, are we growing this economy to generate more revenue? And how do you do that? You would normally promote entrepreneurship, and we've been talking about this thing on this program for years now, Alan, as you know. We also need to promote foreign direct investment, and that is not really happening.
Right.
So certainly in trying to grow the economy, we're not achieving a lot. And I would like to just flip over to the sale of state assets. We're supposed to be selling the SOEs, we're supposed to be selling SAA, and perhaps we'll talk about it a little bit later. But certainly those are kind of enterprises where the government may have an interest, but that interest must not be 100%. They must not control these entities. Many of these entities internationally, they run at a profit, and our one is continually taking in taxpayers' money, and so that